Ayo, listen up. Class is in session. You ever try to flex about something you know nothing about? You get exposed real quick, right? Same thing happens in investing when you step outside your lane. Circle of competence. That's the secret sauce the greats use. Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, they aren't out here investing in quantum computing or AI crypto NFTs. They stick to what they know, and that's why they're rich while everyone else is getting wrecked. Let's break down how to find your lane and dominate it. Level 1. The realization you don't know what you don't know. 1.1 The Dunning-Kruger effect is real. The less you know about something, the more you think you know. That's why your uncle who watched one YouTube video thinks he's a crypto expert. That's why your friend who read one article thinks he can day trade. Real recognize real. Knowing what you don't know is the first step to actually getting smart. 1.2 Everybody's got a lane. You might not know anything about biotech or semiconductors, but you probably know what apps your friends are using, what brands are popping at school, what games everybody's playing, what products are actually good versus hype. That's your edge. That's your circle of competence. 1.3 The market pays you for knowledge, not opinions. Having an opinion about something doesn't make you right. Having actual knowledge, that's how you make money. The difference between, I think this stock will go up, and, I know this business is undervalued, is the difference between gambling and investing. Level 2. Mapping your circle. 2.1 What do you actually understand? Make a list of industries you've worked in, products you actually use and understand, businesses you could explain to a 10-year-old, trends you spotted before they went mainstream. That's your starting point. 2.2 Where do you have an information edge? Your General Z, your digital natives. You know what apps are actually good versus just marketed well, what influencers are legit versus bot followers, what trends have staying power versus just viral moments. That's valuable intel that Wall Street analysts wish they had. 2.3 Be honest about your blind spots. Can't read a balance sheet. Don't understand how options work. Clueless about international markets. That's okay. Acknowledge it. Work on it. Or avoid it. Level 3. Playing your game. 3.1 The power of, I don't know. The most profitable words in investing. I don't understand that. Say it when someone pitches you a complicated investment. You're thinking about FOMOing into something trendy. You're tempted to invest outside your circle. 3.2 Depth over breadth. It's better to know everything about one industry than to know a little about everything. Become the expert on gaming and esports, social media platforms, sustainable consumer brands, whatever you actually care about. 3.3 The expansion rule. You can grow your circle, but do it slowly. Learn one new industry at a time. Paper trade before using real money. Start small when you venture out. Never stop learning. Level 4. The execution. Phase 1. The audit first 30 days. List your actual knowledge. Be brutally honest. Identify your information edges. What do you know that others don't? Acknowledge your blind spots. Where are you clueless? Pick 1 to 2 sectors to focus on initially. Phase 2. The deep dive months 1 to 3. Learn everything about your chosen sectors. Follow the key players and innovators. Understand the business models. How do they make money? Start tracking potential investments. Phase 3. The action months 3 to 6. Make your first investments in your circle. Keep learning and expanding slowly. Avoid FOMO outside your circle. Document your thesis and track your results. The ultimatum. You have 2 choices. Keep swinging at every pitch and striking out. Wait for your perfect pitch and knock it out the park. The market will always offer opportunities. The trick isn't catching them all. It's recognizing the ones you can actually hit. Your circle of competence is your strike zone. Stay in it. Dominate it. Time to play your game. Knowing your circle is one thing. Using it to actually pick stocks. That's where the magic happens. This isn't about reading boring financial reports. It's about using what you already know to spot opportunities everyone else is missing. Let's break down exactly how to turn your everyday knowledge into investment wins. Level 1. The screening process, finding your plays. 1.1 Start with what you know. Make a list of products you use daily, apps you can't live without, brands your friends are obsessed with, companies that solve problems you actually have. Example, you notice everyone at school is using Notion for notes, Canva for projects, and Figma for design. That's your starting list. 1.2 The Would I Bet My Life on This? Test. For each company, ask, would I be devastated if this product disappeared tomorrow? Do I recommend this to friends without being asked? Would I work for this company for free? If the answer isn't yes, it's probably not in your circle. 1.3 The Trend Spotter Advantage. You're living in the future that Wall Street is trying to predict. You know what's actually trending versus what's being pushed. What has staying power versus what's just viral. What products actually work versus what just looks good. That's your edge. Use it. Level 2. The Deep Dive, from user to analyst. 2.1 Become a product expert. Before looking at numbers, understand how the product actually works, why people love it or hate it, what the competition is doing, where the industry is heading. Example, if you're looking at Spotify, you should know how their algorithm works, why people choose it over Apple Music, how artists get paid, what podcasts mean for their business. 2.2 The 5 Whys Method. Keep asking why until you get to the core. Why do people use this product? Convenience. Why is it convenient? Better features. Why are the features better? Superior tech. Why is the tech superior? Great engineers. Why do they have great engineers? Strong culture. Now you're thinking like an investor. 2.3 Talk to real users. Your friends are your focus group. Ask, what do you love about this product? What would make you switch? How much would you pay for this? What's the one thing they could improve? This is market research that would cost millions if Wall Street tried to do it. Level 3. The Financial Check. Adding the numbers. 3.1 Keep it simple. KISS method. Start with just 3 metrics. Revenue growth. Are they selling more stuff? Profit margins. Are they making money on what they sell? Cash flow. Are they actually generating cash? If these look good, then dig deeper. 3.2 The Can they survive? Test. Check how much debt they have, how much cash they have, how quickly they're burning money. No matter how great the product, if they're going bankrupt, it doesn't matter. 3.3 The Valuation Reality Check. Even great companies can be bad investments if you pay too much. Look at price to sales ratio for growing companies, price to earnings ratio for profitable companies. Compare to competitors. If it's way more expensive than similar companies, ask why. Level 4. The Decision Matrix. Greenlighting your plays. 4.1 The Circle of Competence Scorecard. Rate each company on product understanding 1 to 10, industry knowledge 1 to 10, user insights 1 to 10, financial understanding 1 to 10. Anything below 7 on any category, probably not for you. 4.2 The Moat Check. Does the company have network effects? More users equals better product. Switching costs hard to leave. Brand loyalty, people love it. Cost advantages, cheaper to operate. No moat, probably not a long-term winner. 4.3 The Sleep at Night Test. Ask yourself, will I panic if the stock drops 50% tomorrow? Do I understand this well enough to hold for 5 years? Can I explain my investment thesis to a friend? If you're not confident, it's not your play. Level 5. The Execution. Putting money to work. 5.1 Start small. First position should be small enough that you can afford to be wrong. You won't check the price every 5 minutes. You can add more if it drops. 5.2 The Pyramid Approach. Layer 1. Starter position 25% of planned investment. Layer 2. Add if price drops 20%, another 25%. Layer 3. Add if fundamentals improve, the rest. This lets you average down and proves your conviction. 5.3 The Journal Requirement. For every investment, write your thesis, why you're buying, your price targets, when you'll sell, your risk factors, what could go wrong, your checklist, what would make you sell. Review this quarterly. Be brutally honest. The ultimatum. Picking stocks isn't about being smart. It's about being disciplined. It's about knowing what you know and sticking to it. The market will always tempt you with shiny objects. The trick isn't resisting temptation, it's being so focused on your best ideas that you don't even see the distractions. Your circle, your rules, your gains. Now go find your edge.